Performance League here tonight. It's Xfinity again. They head to Thunder Valley. It's going to be 16th race of the season. About 9 races left in the regular season, so it's beginning to become that time for drivers to finalize their playoff hopes and finalize their playoff points. But before we get into the race tonight, we have 2 people alongside me tonight. Dalator, welcome.
Hey, what's up, Joker?
Along with him, another familiar guest, Brody, welcome.
Thank you.
So last time out for these drivers, they went to Atlanta. That was a very interesting race, to say the least. Brody, what do you think you could have taken away from that race on Thursday?
Well, you know, I could have taken a lot from it, but come to find out, I took a nap around 5 o'clock and then wake up till after. So I don't really remember a lot from that race.
Yeah, it was a
I'll just pass it to you, because I know you were in the booth.
I actually don't even remember who was in the booth with part. But that's a different conversation for a different day. But Alator, I'm going to ask you this. They head to Bristol tonight. What do you think the keys are for Bristol?
Well, first and foremost, keep that nose clean, keep it off of the wall, and try not to clip the apron coming off the corner. There are no manual cautions in this race, so that's one thing that these drivers are going to have to be very, very cognizant of, is making sure that they hit their marks, and any little hiccup can put them in a really, really bad spot. 15 seconds around this track in 1 lap, you can get behind real quick.
Yeah, it's a very short track. They're going to be logging a lot of laps here. I believe it is 150 tonight, but we will confirm that once we're in. So, let's get to picks. Brody, I'm going to go with you first. Who do you have winning tonight?
Well, let me, look who's present in the race. I am going to pick the obvious pick of obvious picks. Riley, also known as Ubi, is coming down for another Xfinity race. He won the last Xfinity race that he was in at Talladega, and as we all know, he is amazing at Bristol, so I think it's an obvious pick.
Dalator, who do you have winning tonight?
Well, Brody took the low-hanging fruit, so I'm going to go with a little bit higher hanging fruit, and I'll say that I have a good feeling about Ghost tonight. Seems to really know how to get around this track. I think he's going to have it up at the front.
Well, you guys took both my picks, so I'm just going to go with the other driver part of that group. I'm going to go with Shark tonight, just to spice it up a little bit. So we got sites. I believe, from what I'm being told in the Discord chat, that it's Hendrick 1234, apparently. I don't know how good that source is, but we will see.
And
well, McCard's in the race, so chances are Ryan Newman it in qualifying.
Yeah, tends to do that. I think, how many poles does he have? 6, 7? Let me check.
He hasn't got a pole in a while, but I believe 6.
He has 6.
That is still a freakish number.
It's impressive to get 1 or 2 during a season. He's got 6.
But yet he is still looking for that first win. He just cannot seem to break through. He has 5 top 5s. He has not been able to get into the victory lane yet.
Yeah, that's true, he hasn't. But if we're gonna, let's take that to real life. Kyle Larson had 9 second-place finishes at 1.5 miles before he finally broke through yesterday. So, you know, is the time now? It could be now. Who knows?
Yeah,
certainly.
In the spot he's in, yeah, those pole points matter, but in the playoffs, in the grand scheme of things, that's not really helping him in any way, because that's not playoff points, and that's what these drivers are going to need in order to at least be in the Final Four. Then once you get there, it's a one-race shootout. So You just need as many playoff points as you can just to make it to the Final Four, and then you could have another strategy once you get there.
Well, whenever McCart does get that first win, I think you will see him break out and maybe get a few more. It would definitely help his confidence within the race. He's a very fast driver, but he's not been able to put the puzzle pieces together.
It looks like Mayhem is starting in the back. He's joining a little bit late. He's going to be pushing the time limit for, I'm assuming, the rest of the season with his new tennis schedule. So it looks like he'll be doing broadcasts for Cutmore, which would be good.
And I do want to mention, I do think McCard, I think McCard got pole again.
Seventh pole.
He ran a 15.905.
Before we get into this race, over under cautions without this, just if you push the stages aside, because that's automatically minimum of 2. So over under 4.5. What do you guys think?
I'd say probably 6 or 7. I think the first 2 stages, people are going to really try to get after them points. But the final stage is going to calm down a little bit. It's a longer stage. I think the last stage, if it is a 50%, and doing the math in my head real quick, it's somewhere probably around like 50 to 70 laps. That's a lot of time to work at it. You're going to have to use a green flag pit stop. I'd say they calm down in the final stage. And obviously, we're probably going to have a couple green white checkers, but I still think 7 is the number.
Brody, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Dallatorre. I think I'm gonna go over as well. Track like Bristol, it's really easy for cars to hit the wall and spin down the track and collect more cars to bring out that caution. And I also think once a caution comes out and they'll have to restart, I think we'll see cautions fall after that on the restarts.
Yeah, one thing to point out.
Cautions breed cautions.
Yep.
Yeah, they do. One thing to point out. I think this is Citrus on Twitch's first race here with us as a weekend join. You have the queue to join. Before we go blue screen,
Have an invite.
I will send you one.
Thank you.
Mayhem. I already did it.
You're better.
So McCard on pole, Kenny second, Ubi third. If you Hendrick, JRM.
Might be a good
drivers
race
up
for
front.
Kenny. Whenever he qualies good, he usually tends to stay up there.
Hopefully, he's had a few up and down races after that high at Phoenix. It's been up, down, up, down, up, down. So let's see if he can. He was down at Atlanta. I think he rebounded to a 6th or 7th place finish, but that's not the Kenny that we're used to.
And I can't really even defend him on him being good at short tracks because he won Phoenix, but then he had an abysmal performance at Richmond.
So we're underway. It's a night race. Food City 300 at Bristol. Oh, the 8 car in the back. I think they're already wrecking.
Yeah,
unless it's lag.
someone didn't go. And it looks like the 8 and the 9 got caught up in whatever that was.
Kenny taking the lead. McCart's still stuck
Kenny
on that
taking
bottom
the
lane.
lead.
Oh, there's another wreck in the back. The 19.
19 spins off the corner.
McCart just needs to get. No, we put Sharp
Oh,
in the
wow.
fence.
Suicide squeeze there, and he still made it work.
Now the 18 is around. Is there oil on the track? Oh my.
They didn't get the PJ1 down right.
If there was oil on the track, I'd honestly think the game was broken. Never see a heat a 704 game have oil.
Sometimes it definitely feels like it.
Anything that's realistic makes the game feel broken.
Another
Look at
driver to
this. We
point
got.
out. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say Ghost is going for the lead here on Kenny, going underneath him.
That just shows the car that Ghost has tonight. He can run that bottom and run it successfully.
Yeah, very true.
And keeping it clean as well.
He is. It's going to take a little while for him to get up clear of Kenny. Be really interesting to see if he's going to burn off his tires here on the low side. You know that you're not wearing your tires out as much on the high end, and the high side is also the quicker part of the track. So you know Ghost is working a little bit harder than Kenny just to try to get past him.
This front, like, what is it, 7 cars have broken away from the second group a little bit.
And it looks like Ghost will clear for the lead.
The power move on the inside.
Great
3
job.
wide for 4th.
Oh,
Almost.
he thought better of it.
I think this is bad news for the field. Ubi's still stuck in traffic. Ghost pulling a little bit of a gap here to Kenny.
Yeah, the question was, whenever he got around the 7, could he pull away? We're seeing it now.
Doodle, he's up to 4.
Sliding up high there to shut the door on McCard.
Doodle is really quick on these short tracks, or intermediate tracks as well. Was good at New Hampshire, was good at Martinsville. They go there next Monday. They get an off day on Thursday.
Yeah, you can see Modoodle. His car is able to rotate the middle a lot better than it seems like the cars in front of him. So it's going to be interesting. Oh, as they make contact there. Yup.
Yeah, I was on board with McCard right there. It looked like Sharp tried to go low a little late and got into him.
Maybe just needs to get clear of this traffic. I think Kenny is holding him up a little bit.
They are really racy.
Yeah.
Shove them up the track a little bit.
Kenny just has them stacked up. It's really tough to overtake here cleanly.
Yeah. And meanwhile, Ghost looks like he's going to start to enter a new zip code here.
I think there's about 42 laps in this first stage, so it's a pretty long run.
It is a long run, and one thing for these drivers that will benefit them is that there is not a need to pit unless that they really, really wear out the tires. The fuel, I think, can last anywhere between 50 to 58 laps. So the stage is shorter than the fuel load, so as long as they save their tires a bit, they should be good to go.
The Sharp still trying to fight Kenny, and Mo Doodle and Ubi as well. Look at McCard again. Just another... What were you going to say, Brady?
I mean, I'm riding on board with Kenny right now, and it just looks like his car hasn't came in yet. He looks like he's running a really tight setup. He's just waiting for that car to come in.
Trick shot lesson. This track is Bristol. Bristol Motor Speedway. It's a short track. NASCAR Heat 5. I think this is the second. This is the quickest track in terms of lap time. Roughly 15, 16 seconds a lap here. This goes as they slowly...
Oh, there's a spin. I think the one car just spun out.
Yeah, it looked like the one car hit the apron.
See, that's the thing with McCard. He's so good on the qualifying, but just can't seem to find the long race speed.
Yeah.
Oh, there he goes. Ghost. Let's get up to Ghost a little bit. Oh, there's a big wreck.
Oh,
I think Kenny just walled Ubi.
Did he just wall Ubi?
I don't
think
know.
he did.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, I missed it too. I heard a lot of
I just heard
Yeah,
crunching.
Ubi banging back there.
Ubi's got damage.
Oh,
He's
Kenny!
plowing into the wall.
Oh, Junior Motorsports
Kenny just took out the one.
What
That's
is
a caution.
happening?
Man,
There's our first caution of the day.
Let's see what Ubi has to say.
I don't know what happened. 2 Junior Motorsports cars.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on with JR in this race, but all of their drivers have had problems. The 9 and the 8 spun at the beginning of the race, and then the 7 and the 1.
Back underway. I was going to point out before this caution happened, Mayhem, he started last. He's already up to 7th, so he's has a little speed here to at least get into the top 5.
Yeah, he's making some progress out of this for sure.
I wonder how patient Ubi's going to be here. About 8th or 9th right now. All the Junior Motorsports cars are back there. The 8, the 1, the 7, the 9, and the 39.
Yeah, it looks like Masopes is going to try to wait around for Sharp's car to come in. He looks like he wants that spot right now.
3 wide. Oh, nope.
Oh, and then Mo Doodle wants Masopes spot.
A lot of these drivers realize the urgency that comes with this track on restarts.
Gets Citrus in the 54. He's up in the top 5 in his first league start.
Very impressive.
It takes a while to get your feet wet and get used to the guys that you're driving around. Obviously, everybody wants to be clean, especially a short track here. It's a little difficult to... Oh, boy.
Ubi punting people 4.
Oh, my... How do you make that work?
It's not going to last long here.
You don't make that work.
It just works.
Citrus is not going to be happy with the 39. He says, you're not running for points. You're taking points away from me.
They're still stacking up back here. I think Kenny's got them stacked up in the back.
MBD looking under Mayhem. Oh, Mayhem shut the door. MBD
Wow,
put a funnel.
It's real close there. If you're going to make a pass, you got to make the pass clear and precise on somebody. You don't want to wait around too long because as Mayhem and NBD are getting at it, you can see that Riley, Ubi, whichever one you want to prefer to use, he's caught them now. So a 2-car battle can become a 3-car tango real quick.
Track position so key on this track.
Yeah, that's evident. Ghost is just gone.
I wonder how patient MBD is going to be here. Oh,
MBD,
it looks like
MBD almost lost the car and stacked up everyone in the back.
Oh, the 1, the 54.
MBD
Here comes the 9.
Around. The 8's punting people back in the pack, and that's the stage. I don't know if that's the stage. That's just a caution.
That has to be a caution. I don't think we... Yeah, it looked like we were on the... Oh, no, we weren't on the back stretch. I stand corrected.
Car that has a lot of damage is the hood on Kenny, and he was alone.
Ubi did say that wasn't the stage, so there's probably going to be within 10 to go. So 2 cautions already in this first stage.
So our over-under, just wanted to clarify, Joker, was with or without the stage breaks?
Without.
Without. Okay, I think we're on pace.
Seems like it.
You said 7, I believe.
Yeah.
I don't know what Brody said.
I think you just concurred.
I voted higher.
Then 7?
No, I said over 4,
around there.
over under 4.
Oh, okay, okay.
Underway. There should be about a handful of laps to go for stage 1. Oh, Sharp. Ghost run Sharp up the racetrack a little bit. Oh, Mayhem gets
boy.
Soaps 3 wide.
Oh, they're 3 wide in the back too, and it looks like the
Soaps
9.
big
Yep.
wreck. Oh, that was the stage.
Oh,
That was the
wow.
stage. That was the
Okay.
stage.
That was
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that had to have been because
A one-lap shootout.
Wow.
3 wide to the line for 4th place.
They were 3 wide in the back too. The 9 took the 8, and I think somebody else down to the black to try to keep them from passing them. So that was wild all throughout.
One lap shootout 10 stage 1. So there's 2 cautions in that first stage of the 4 that I assumed would happen. We're gonna come start stage 2. A little strategy.
Doesn't look like did the 8 not pit, or did he take 2?
A lot of drivers didn't pit. I think the first 4.
Well, they only had that 1-lap shootout, and I'm sure everyone got tires on that.
That's true.
But this is only gonna stack things up because all these drivers, Sharp, Ghost, oh, Ghost, Sharp, oh, 3 wide.
A lot of beating and banging.
Save
3 wide off the corner.
Ghost looks like he's stuck right now behind MBD and Citrus.
Yeah, he is stalled out.
Oh, he's going to try to go through the middle? Oh, okay. He didn't.
He was just looking.
They just need a long run, but all these cars stacked up the way they are.
16 almost just ate it off of 4. Oh, and Ghost is around. Oh, man.
He's good. Yep. Kept it off the wall.
See, that's what I was talking about beforehand. Yeah, that's what I was talking about beforehand. You got to be precise, and you probably just clipped the apron just ever so slightly, and it whipped that car right around on him.
Look at Citrus trying to fight for the lead here.
Got a good little battle up here for the front.
Oh, Maso's punted, Solis. Very clean within the front two.
And Masops is trying to figure out where he's going to have to go now. Oh, as he goes low, tries to cut both of them off there. He's going to get underneath the Citrus.
Whoa, Solis, here comes Ubi.
Oh boy, that's going to get tight.
Whoa, Shark almost lost it.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what happened.
Kenny's in the fence.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to NBD, but he hung it right into Kenny.
Yeah, and I think that's going to spell the end of the night for Kenny.
Oh, someone hit the fence behind Matt Black.
Kenny's gonna leave.
Oh, big wreck, Matt Black. That's a caution. It has to be a caution.
Yeah, there's 3 of them back. Oh, somebody just smacked into them. I think that was...
Say that was Ghost?
Ghost? Yeah, probably Ghost.
Fishing for a caution?
Nope.
I'd say we are on pace.
That is number 3, and we're just about halfway through stage 2. Yeah.
So the guys that stayed out, what's the strategy here? Think everyone comes
Everyone
down?
pits. Everyone pits. But look at the track position that Citrus gained. Remember, he was in the back. All you need is track position. Same with Solis.
I think Masopes is going to prevail here on the outside. I don't think that Citrus is going to be able to hold him off down there.
He's strong down there.
Go on board.
Well, they're beating and banging in the back here.
How patient does Ubi get as he is going to lose?
Soaps will lead a lap.
At 54 is hanging tough. I'm surprised he hasn't fallen back a little bit more. Oh, the 9 just pinched the 10 to the wall in the back. Got the 19 under him now.
Whoa, did he put the 54 on the fence?
Nah, he just kissed the wall.
He runs him high.
Oh. As we see the stage go on, you can definitely tell that in stage 3, track position is going to be king. Our stage 1 winner, Ghost, has been struggling to get back up to the front, as it looks like he just made contact with the 8 coming off of turn 4. He has not fought his way back up there, so if you have the track position, it's best that you keep it.
Ubi's up to second now. Just look on Ghost. Ghost is about 10th right now.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, he's about, I think, about 10. Anywhere between 8 to 10 or 11. I'm
They are
focusing on the back
stacked
of the field.
He's still in that front pack.
This front pack's way different than like a Talladega front pack or a mile and a half.
Yeah, you are on a razor's edge every turn. At least in Talladega and Daytona, you kind of know what's going to go on. It's unpredictable here.
Yeah, Dega, you can kind of predict what's going to happen, but not here at Bristol. Oh,
No.
Ubi,
Oh, boy.
save it!
Great save.
Wow.
Looks like what I saw, Sharp got really loose off corner exit and just came down and
I'm spectating Ghost, so I'm. Oh, Mayhem spins Ghost.
Mayhem. Ghost is not going to be happy
So
about
I'm
that.
harmonizing. There's my pick, Sharp in the lead.
thought these guys weren't short track racers.
I know. they're usually not the favorites, you know, like.
I mean, we got parity in this field, though. It seems like, you know, if you're up front, you're not up front for too long.
As you say that, Ubi is back up to second. Ooh, he's gonna have to get out of the gas. Masope's kind of hit him up.
Now, you got 5 under a blanket right there.
I think as this run goes on, you will see Ubi start to prevail as the better car.
Well, the further on in the run you go, the more rhythm you get in the car and in your ability to go through the corner. So once he gets that down, I'm sure he's going to, as he challenges right now, just dives underneath him.
Let me get to the front here. I was spectating about my car just to see the whole action up front, but fight for the lead. Oh, Doodle sent it in pretty deep. Oh, sharp in the fences.
Oh, they're wrecking.
Big wreck.
Sharp around, big wreck.
5. Yep. That brings out caution number 4, it looks.
Chaos at Bristol.
Is there a chance that they go green for the rest of the race without the stage?
Doubt it. How many laps are left in the stage?
You can assume that was probably within 10. They went a pretty long time green.
They were getting at it there, too. You could tell that the pay window had opened.
We're back going green here. Indy and Mayhem stayed out. I think there's probably a handful of laps to go here for them to stay out. Let's see.
Ubi went from 1st to 10th there. So 2 tires, 4 tires, or even none. Let's see how it goes on.
I hear crunching.
The 8,
I hear crunching.
Yep. Yeah, the 8 just...
McCard hit the fence.
Kamikaze.
That was another one-lap shootout.
Well, then that was smart on the those who stayed out, but that was, oh boy.
Do you think it was a one-lap shootout? Because that would have brought it out. That would have brought out the caution.
It could have. I'm not sure if that was or if that wasn't. But that, yikes. Yeah, people are not happy with the 8 in the chat. That was the end of stage 2.
Oh, just to add for more fuel to the fire, they go to Martinsville in a week.
I will be in that race.
We had a caution counter for this race. Should we have a dive bomb counter for that one?
Oh, we'll see in a week from now. I think we're going to go over 25.
25 in lap 1 or 25 total?
Total. We're going to start stage 3, GG Diamonds. He's going to lead. Start things off. Ubi on the outside. Ubi should wrap this top and clear him pretty easily here.
Yeah, you'll see Ubi pull away right here.
Yeah, now that he's got clean racetrack, he's about ready to open it up.
Yeah, no ghost in the picture, no shark in the picture. This is Ubi's race to lose. If there's no cautions.
Big if.
Ubi was concerned with strategy, and looks like he decided not to pit at that stage break to gain that track position. Good call on his part. We'll see how it works out for him. He only had about a lap or two on his tire, so probably equals out.
Yeah, he's already gapping the field.
Yeah, he was caught up in that last wreck. I wonder if he just went down pit road to fix his damages instead of taking fuel or tires.
That's a good point.
So we're already about to come up to laps, and I believe that is Dank. Let's see if I can see if an Ubi's on board.
Oh, Mayhem just sent Gigi.
That's a teammate. Oh, realize it 2016 Richmond.
Well, as Clint Boyer mentioned in the Cup race yesterday, teammate-ish. You know, Mayhem is driving a Ford, and maybe he didn't realize that that is his teammate in the Chevy.
Well, Ghost is about to get around Mayhem.
Yep. Up into, what is that now, 6th?
5th? 6th?
5th, 6th?
6th.
They do have to pit one time this stage. I remember in one of the first races I met with Ubi, we were in Holland. That was my first actual league race. In that league, me and Ubi battled 1v1. He took 2, I took 4. We pit about halfway both, and it was a very interesting finish. I only caught him with about 3 laps to go. So.
Yeah, don't look now, but here comes Ghost. If Ghost can get past Sharp and Mo Doodle here, I think that he'll have a pretty good shot pending this pit stop that they're going to need to take here. But his car looks like it's really come in well.
I wouldn't look away too quick.
Oh my
MBD
goodness.
is,
Don't,
yeah.
Carl, don't rock this thing off.
MBD with the iRacing talent there.
He does race Bristol often on that.
You put laps in anywhere, you're going to be good.
Oh, yeah.
MBD is pressuring Ubi. I think Ubi is saving though, but we may see something different.
Well, either way, that is that's some.
Oh, he put him in the fence.
He's gonna move him. He's gonna move him.
Ubi in the fence, and so is Masos with Mo Doodle behind him.
If MBD can pass him cleanly,
they gonna play nice here.
Hopefully, and
you know, it's one thing to catch Ubi, but it is another to pass him at a track like this.
Yeah, but he's putting pressure on him.
MBD's getting a good run off the top lane. Let me try and...
Yeah, he is. MBD is searching, and so is Ubi.
They have time.
Oh, MBD has perfected that diamond off of the corner.
He's really arcing it high and then cutting it down. Getting a good run.
That's going to get your car way, way loose on the long run. So, you know, he's found something now, but will it last for, say, in 10 laps?
Don't try it again.
Oh, it looks like he got to the inside? No?
I'm gonna go on board with with the 18.
Oh, we put the bumper to him. That's bump 1. Everyone knows my
Ubi
3
hit the
bump
wall.
rule.
Side by side again.
Can he clear?
He's got the advantage there. Oh,
He's
that's
clear.
the...
He's
wow.
clear for the lead.
Power.
This would shake up the playoff grid if he can get this win. Caution.
And
There's a caution?
Well.
Wow.
Wow.
He... Whew. Take a break right there. Take a breath.
Catch your breath, NBD. Oh, Crab would be so happy.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. So do you think they can make it to the end after this?
I think so now.
Yeah,
I think so.
yeah. You only
pushing
needed
it.
about 12 or 13 laps to make it to the end from the start, and I think Ubi and NBD's battle took about 12 or 13 laps. So I think they're good now.
Say that. Like someone stayed
like
out.
Mo Doodle stayed out.
Yeah. Or maybe took 2 tires, but
I don't see the point in that.
Yeah. I don't either. You're going to get eaten up here in a couple laps.
O'Doodle will clear MBD for the lead.
I'm surprised he did.
Oh, getting tight here for second.
I don't know what
Ghost
Mo
has
Doodle
come back
did.
up here.
Whatever he did, he must have got lucky. Or MBD had front end damage. He was really
Maybe
aggressive on the back
maybe
of
they
Ubi.
both did, and Mo Doodle just didn't have any and was able to get
Yeah.
by.
He was third at the position.
They are stacked up behind MBD and Ghost. Oh, MBD!
Oh, now they're
save it.
stacking up even more.
Man, put him in the fence.
And Mayhem pinched him. Mayhem said that's my real estate and I'm taking it here.
McCarn moved him. He's not dealing with it tonight.
Well,
Let's
tempers
go
are
back
going to
up.
start flaring here.
Mo Doodle.
What can he do? Can he win this race?
Yeah.
He's pretty good on these short tracks.
You can see the battle is now for second.
Ghost.
Oh, Ghost is gonna hit the wall.
Oh, they're
Put him
going to rub
back
each
in
other
it.
down the front stretch.
This is not at all what we expected. We thought it would be a 2-horse race.
We've had a good bit of drivers come and go, but we got two usual suspects up at the front here. It's easy for me to speak English.
They just dumped the 9.
Teammates.
Ish.
Teammates.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that talk yesterday.
Yeah, I'm glad that they put Boyer in the booth. He is a fresh face in Cup, and that you can see how much fun that the three of them have up there now.
So fun to watch. Even the skit that they did at the road course.
Oh my, yeah, that was great. Where they used up every bit of those rental cars, Days of Thunder style.
I loved it.
Want to know if they put some of those pieces of those cars up for auction like they do actual sheet metal after the race. That would have been a pretty interesting find on anybody's junkyard out in Daytona Beach.
Oh, Masob spun on the front stretch.
One car.
Heavy damage. No, it was one car, but it looked like he spun on himself. They were too wide behind him. I'm not sure if it was 3 wide at any point, but it looked like he just got on the apron and spun.
3-horse race right now. I think it's a big gap to fourth. Yeah, roughly. I think that's what, 2 seconds, maybe 3. Maybe does that dime and really send it in deep. Mo Doodle really running the top lane.
I do want to point out MBD is about to pass McCard for 4th. What can he do?
It's pretty crazy that these 3 drivers that I'm watching are running 3 different lines.
Oh boy! Looking at
Watch it.
McCard, and
Yeah.
that got a little close there off the corner, and here comes a crossover.
Ooh, crossover move.
Spectating them now.
NBD's got the
gonna clear.
preferred lane.
Got the preferred lane. I think he's about to pull away here.
Now, can he run down the top 3? He was really quick on that last run.
Yeah, but McCard.
Galator, did Brody's mic flag for you, or was that just me?
He sounded pretty clear.
Oh, I believe that was me.
Making me paranoid.
Well, I'm the one streaming here, so...
I know.
It is a usual
let's
thing.
watch this. 3 wide.
Oh! 16 and the 98 are
How
pinching
is
each
that gonna
other.
work?
The 19 and the 54 look like they're running identical paint schemes looking from behind. I'd love to see this run green. Really see who has that longer in car. The 19 put the 10 in the fence. Oh, so he spun.
Got a pretty good battle here between Mayhem and Rich Gang. Looks like Rich Gang now has a position on the outside. Let's see how hard Mayhem fights back here, because you know him.
I'm sorry to cut you off there.
That's fine. We're all here reacting to stuff that we're seeing. Every one of us has a different camera angle we're looking at, so we're going to be interjecting over each other. So speak louder than the other and you'll win.
Someone can tune into the battle up front for me. I'd be appreciated.
Sure thing. It looks like Ubi is starting to reel Mo Doodle in. I mean, it's not as far as it had been in the past few laps. They pulled away from Ghost, so it looks like it's between Mo Doodle and Ubi here.
Now let's just study this. Galator, put me in the. What's your mindset in the 39 right now?
I'm gonna get as big as I can in the mirror of that 78, and I'm gonna let him make the mistake first. I want to keep with him, but I don't want to pass him just yet. I want to pass him after he makes his mistake. Make it easy on me.
Brody put me in the mind of the 78.
The 78 is saying, get away from me. He is trying to run away from this 39 car. That is all he's thinking about.
And you know he's looking. As soon as they hit that straightaway, the first thing he's looking at is that mirror and seeing how close he is.
Barter's got to tell him to relax. Stop looking at that mirror and just hit your marks.
Be interesting to find out how many laps are left in this race, because it looks like they're driving into the corner a lot harder than they were before. That's obviously, I'm on board with Ubi, so he is closing and he's getting aggressive down there, but we might be getting to the end of this as he's now within a full car length.
There's lap traffic now.
Yeah, Masoap, Solis, look at Sharp. I think that is in front of these two as well.
And Mo Doodle gets off of the top to try to pass Masoap's. So that's going to bring the 39 right there.
Will Masoap fight Ubi? He's not going to let him take it.
Yeah, he didn't give it to him cleanly, but he didn't get into him. Not that he didn't give it to him cleanly. He just didn't give him the preferred line. I would have thought that you would have wanted to be up high, but there was nowhere for Masoap's to go, so he stayed away from him.
Now, when they catch this next car, that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, that 8 car has been he's been a loose cannon in this race, so we'll find out shortly enough how they're going to look here. Looks like the 54's on pit road.
Yeah.
Could be
fight for the lead. Ubi looking under Mo Doodle.
Oh, he's going to use the 8 car as a pick.
That's his teammate. Can't be happy with the 8 if you're the 78.
Mo Doodle's just always going to send it in there. He doesn't want to go quietly in the night.
Side by side.
Oh! 39 shut the door into turn 1.
Let's get to Mo Doodle. If you're Mo Doodle, what do you do now? Do you still try and pressure him as much, or do you think a pit stop, trying to short pit, will be better?
I mean, it's come down to these two. I don't think the 15 or the 18 can really get to them. So it just becomes a, who balks first.
Well, I think if you're the 15 or the 18, that's definitely what you need to do.
Agree there. They're about a full straightaway away. I think the 15 is. I think the 18 is about a couple seconds. It looks it looks like Ubi is calling for a pit stop here.
I don't know. I think he
or was he just loose off of 4? Yeah.
Hard to tell.
Yeah, the front stretch and the back stretch is exactly the same, except for one stripe down the middle. It's tough to tell.
Yeah, you can see him start to run that bottom a little more. or at least a lower line that usually senses that you're starting to get loose. Yeah, as you can see.
Yeah, because the more speed you carry off the corner here, the more chances you have of whipping that thing around.
Look at all the lap traffic in front of them, though. I think there's 4 cars stacked up, back to back to back. Going to be interesting to see how Ubi gets through them.
Lap traffic is going to.
18 are clear of lap traffic.
The 18 is not clear of lap traffic, though. The 20 and the 8 they're beating on each other. Yeah, they just pinched each other in the wall, and the 18 is going to have to manage to get around them.
I think Masopes has a good teammate. Would do. I think he'll let him by.
Oh, it's Ghost Spun again.
Ghost Spun. Single car. Ooh, 20 into the wall. He is not letting his teammate pass.
No, he is not.
It's going to be interesting.
The 08 looks like he's off the pace here for some reason.
Spun. Masopes is going to let him go now.
There he goes.
Back up to the lead.
I think the 08 may be saving fuel. I mean, he's saving a lot of fuel and losing a lot of time.
He's giving everything back.
Yeah. You do lose about 2 to 3 laps here pitting. So it's, I don't know. It's gonna be a tough call.
Necessary. Oh, 18 got into him.
No caution, still very caution. Caution?
Nope.
Game? Race over? I think the race is over.
Oh. Would Ubi get it?
Yes, Ubi got it.
If the race is over, it's Ubi's. Man, that went by fast. If that was the race. So that was it. It is Ubi's race.
Great runs from Modoodle and NBD.
Yeah, NBD definitely showed that he has a lot of time on this track and did a really good job in traffic tonight.
As we see in the chat, NBD says, sweated my body off.
One of you guys can get Ubi in here, so I don't have the blue screen. Who got the fast lap? Ghost got the fastest lap.
You got him, Brody?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Where's the 39? There's the 39.
Come on.
What are we talking?
Just waiting for him to join the party.
I know. I invited him.
Two in a row, technically, for Ubi. One Dega in his first race, one Bristol. Then he's going to race 1 week from tonight at Martinsville.
Copy, Ubi.
Yeah, I got you.
Ubi, just going to toss it over to Brody and Alator for this one. Good win.
Thank you.
Brody, take the floor.
Yeah, Ubi, great win out there. You know, as we saw in the closing laps, you had to get around Modoodle. Put us through your head. What was going through your mind whenever you had to chase down that 78?
I was wondering how he was that fast. It was crazy, but I'm thinking he ran a looser setup, and I saw him start to get a little loose, and I was too because I loosened my car. So I just knew if I could get around him a little bit, I think I could pull away, even though I loosened my car.
Well, it definitely seemed to pay it off. I'm gonna hand the floor to Delator now.
So, Ubi, first off, congratulations on the win. Second, you had a pretty good battle there in the middle with NBD. I think that was in stage 2. What was your mindset in that middle stage there? Saw you go into the pits and try to come out. I guess there would have been a few laps left. So take me through what you were thinking there. And did you think that you would have had a shot towards the end of the race with what happened towards the end of that stage?
Well, basically, there was going to be like a lap or two left, so if I did that, I could stay out at the end of the stage. But I did have a little damage, but I still stayed out because it wasn't too bad. But I knew if I had the outside lane, I'd probably just be fine.
10-4.
Yeah, good win back to back. What can you take from this race now and put into the cup race?
Definitely need to work on passing. It's really hard to pass here, so that's the main thing. And just make sure my car's not that loose as it was at the end there.
Yeah, track position will be key in that race in about 20 minutes. So, but good win. We'll see you in about 20 minutes for the cup race.
Thank you.
Gonna get Mo Doodle in the party. What do you guys think of that race before we get Mo Doodle in here?
Birdie, go ahead.
Okay. Hold on, I gotta fix my mic. I think everything's fine. Well, you know, I thought it was I was gonna say a great race, but then I remembered all the cautions that happened earlier in the race. It seems like they started to clean it up more towards the end of the race, versus the first part of the race. So, I'm gonna say it was for racing wise, it was pretty fun to watch, but it was not that clean. I'm gonna give it about a 7 out of 10.
Well, I'm not going to put a gauge on it, like a 1 to 10 scale gauge. That race was very interesting and very hard fought. You could see that there was a lot of guys that were able to stay up at the front for a short bit of time, and then once the tires started to wear off, you could see that they were really struggling with the handling of their car. And the cream rose to the top, definitely. And as Mo Doodle now joins us, want to ask him real quick, how were you through those last couple laps there with Ubi breathing down your neck? That was a really tough, really good fight there, and glad to see you come home with second. But take us through those last couple laps for you.
No Doodle, you got a copy?
I think he's speechless.
Doesn't even have to say anything.
He let his racing do the talking.
I don't know. He said his remote died. I don't know what remote that could be. TV remote? Controller remote?
Controller.
Yeah.
Well, it's just an unfortunate set of circumstances, but since that happened, well, I guess we'll just wrap things up here. So, about 10 minutes, 15 minutes from now, the Cup broadcast will be at it. It will be Fluffy, Dalatorn, I believe.
Trainer.
Yeah, I think we're going to be talking about Trainer.
Mayhem, Trainer, 4 people, 5 people, 3 people, 2 people. It's going to be a broadcast, but...
Yeah.
Yes.
I can hear,
Yes.
I can hear you now.
Let me just make sure can't talk. Make sure the stream can hear you. I think they can. So, Dalator, go what you, or Brody, go what you were saying with your question before.
Well, I'm gonna let Delator go first because he was very anxious to ask that first question.
Oh, I just, segued right into it. But Mo Doodle, you had a really good run. Interesting. Didn't think that you took 4 tires on that final caution. You seemed to hold them off a bit there at the end, and then you had Ubi breathing down your neck. Take us through those last few laps, and what could you have done differently to hold them off?
Um, sorry to cut you off. They cannot hear you, trainer. They cannot. I mean, not trainer.
Okay.
They cannot hear you.
They can't hear him?
Yeah, that's what Fluffy said. So just go into the party chat and make sure it's party chat for all audio, I think. I don't know. I don't want a blue screen. Or always allow, or it's something like that.
Yeah, I think it's the party settings and then always allow your voice.
Let's see, do you have it now? Or
Yeah, I got it.
Fluffy, let me know in the stream if you
Is
can
that
hear
better?
me. Yeah, it should be.
Okay.
So just continue what you were saying before.
Okay.
Yep, he's got it.
Yeah, I think he had a really good long run car. I was trying to get away from him when he was going side by side with Ghost, and I really didn't have anything left for him at the end. I mean, I tried to run the bottom, which he did really well, but I just got too loose on exit.
Yeah, I mean, still a good race overall. My question to you is, what's your mindset going into Martinsville next week? You ran really well there in the exhibition race with me, Brody, Ubi, a lot of heavyweights in there. So what do you think you can do there?
I think just the same thing as tonight. I think I'm looking forward to going there, because I do think I have a good chance. But staying up front is definitely going to be key, and getting as much of a gap as possible on someone like Ubi, who likes to have long run cars and gets by me at the end.
Yeah, still a good run, Brody. I don't know if you got any. Do you have any questions for Mo Doodle?
Well, I'm gonna back up earlier into the race. We didn't get a chance to ask Ubi how it was battling through all the, I guess you would say, slower cars trying to get to the front.
It was at times it was challenging because the high side really was the preferred line, staying with traffic, but then to try to get by them, you had to go on the bottom. And it took a couple of laps to get by each car, so I think my car was good enough to try to pull away on exit, but it was definitely not easy to get through those.
Yeah, it's still a good run overall. Good run, second place. Hopefully you can rebound next week. Ubi will be in there, and Brody as well in the booth, so you have to deal with him.
Yeah.
But we're gonna wrap things up here, and I think that's it. Next week, Martinsville for Xfinity. 20 minutes from now, maybe like 15 now. Cup's at Bristol, and then Wednesday trucks go to Talladega, so that's going to be a wild card race. But with that being said, I'm Joker. Shout out to Ubi and Mo Doodle for doing the interviews, and shout out to...
Thanks, guys.
Yep, thank you. Shout out to Dalator and Brody. And with that, signing off.